continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates.
Bellows Falls, ever glorious. Bellows Falls, to you we sing. Bellows Falls, ever victorious. Your praises ever ring. On the field of conflict, we will fight for the right. We'll be loyal ever to the purple and the white.
This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates.
Bellows Falls, ever glorious. Bellows Falls, to you we sing. Bellows Falls, ever victorious. Your praises ever ring. On the field of conflict, we will fight for the right. We'll be loyal ever to the purple and the white.
This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates. This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates.
Good evening and welcome to Fact TV's coverage of Bellows Falls Terriers basketball. Tonight at Holland Gymnasium, your Bellows Falls Terriers varsity girls team will play host to Mill River. Remember, Fact TV is here to support the community. Please reach out to the great crew at Fact TV if you're looking to host a show or rent equipment to film a special event. Please feel free to reach out or donate to Fact TV. Also, a huge thank you to the Bellows Falls Booster Club for all they do here at Bellows Falls Union High School. Please support them in any way you can. Back to tonight's game. The Terriers look to end their two-game losing streak after winning their opening game against Springfield. A shorthanded squad fell on Friday night, however. In that game, Avery Maxfield burst onto the scene with a 19-point outburst. She also led the team with 14 rebounds and 4 steals. Mill River comes into the game at 2-0 on the season with a convincing wins against Leland and Gray and Proctor Academy. I'm Joe Brooks, joined here tonight by Bryce again. Bryce, I got 3 keys to tonight's game based on what we saw in the last game. So I want them to look to continue that defensive havoc that led to that comeback Friday. We just saw that Abby Nystrom's back, so those steals per game is going to step up a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure one of the reasons why they lost on Friday night is because they didn't have Abby and they didn't have Cadence James.
Yep, and they're both back here tonight. Another thing for them to look to control tonight, and having Nystrom and James back should help, is find a way to control that defensive glass. You can't give up 3 or 4 opportunities for the other team to score every time they get the ball. You got to look for a way to control that.
Yeah, and I noticed how Friday night they were running full court press. That was working for him towards the end.
You're absolutely right. And number 3, the third key is to finish around the basket. They had a lot of opportunities close to the basket on Friday night. They had a lot of times where the ball just wouldn't find its way down.
Yeah, I feel
Tonight, we're looking for that ball to fall just to find its way in, Bryce.
Yeah, I felt it just kept going around the rim.
Absolutely. So now we'll turn it over to the PA here locally for Bellows Falls as we get ready for the starting lineups between Bellows Falls and Mill River.
Instead, let's focus on cheering for our teams and making the whole experience for everyone in attendance. Before we jump into tonight's starting lineups, we'd like to take a moment to express our gratitude to the Booster Club. They play a crucial role in supporting our teams, and their concession stand is open and ready for business. If you're interested in becoming part of this fantastic community, they actively are looking for new members. For more information, visit the Booster Club at the concession stand during the game. Thank you. And now for tonight's starting lineup, first for Mill River. At guard, a sophomore, number 3, Bella St. Pierre. At forward, a junior, number 5, Stella McFord. At guard, a junior, number 10, Gracie St. Pierre. At guard, a senior, number 15, Chloe Kennedy. At forward, a senior, number 25, Michaela Bissett. Coached by Darren Bagley and assisted by Cassidy Dillon. And now, let's hear some noise for your Bellows Falls Terriers. At guard, a sophomore, number 0, Gracie Patterson. At guard, a sophomore, number 1, Avery Maxfield. At guard, a senior, number 5, Veronica Moore. At forward, a senior, number 12, Olivia Hallett. At At forward, a junior, number 22, Brooke Parker. Coached by James Pentel, assisted by Sarah Patterson. Today's game will be officialed by Chris Warden and Bill McCullough. And now please rise for the national anthem. Good luck to both teams.
So perhaps still a little bit effects from whatever's been running around the school system. So what are we looking for here tonight, Bryce?
Probably a lot more rebounds. You know, if Abby and Cadence play tonight.
I'd expect a lot of that same energy that we saw at the end of the second half last week that really sparked that turnaround. I'd expect to see a lot of that pressure out of, and maybe they'll take advantage of the rebounding we saw Veronica Moore display when they put her down in the forward spot when they had Patterson and Maxfield up at the two guards creating havoc.
Yeah, it never feels good to lose, but it's always a learning experience.
Exactly. Veronica Moore on the tip against, for the Terriers, loses it. Number 10 for Mill River fires up a shot. That's Grace St. Pierre. I didn't see the rebound there, Bryce. Who put it in for Minutemen?
No idea. It was kind of just everyone was at the basket at once. I didn't really see it.
So a quick basket for Mill River. Gracie Patterson and Veronica Moore have the ball at the top of the key for the Terriers. Olivia Halleck swings it. Here's Gracie Patterson for three from the corner. Rolls around the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by number 25 of the Minutemen, but there's Maxfield getting a hand on it. 25 controls it, and we've got the action number 3 for the Minutemen. Bella St. Pierre gets it inside. They swing it out here, number 15. Number 15 is Chloe Kennedy. Chloe Kennedy off for the 3. Rebound controlled by Avery Maxfield underneath. Maxfield's a great rebounder, Bryce.
Yeah, weren't we talking about it, Joe? And she's one of the best rebounders on the team right now.
Yeah, I think she was actually leading the team when we were looking at the stats this morning. There goes Gracie Patterson trying to get to the hoop, but number 25, Michaela Micel, with a large block in there for the Minutemen. And St. Pierre brings it up for Mill River, swings it over to number 10. That's Grace St. Pierre. It's going to be lost out of bounds underneath by Bella St. Pierre, and that's controlled by the Terriers. Couple St. Pierre's out here for Mill River. So we'll see.
Yeah, I've been noticing that there's a lot of last names like twins. They're just siblings who were born in a short amount of time.
So certainly doing my best to not mix up the names. Here's a step back 3 by Avery Maxfield, and that's good. So Avery Maxfield for 3. We're going to give 2 there. All right, so we've got a 3-2 score. Avery Maxfield picking up where she left off on Friday night. Already a rebound, a 3-pointer. She's got a nice looking shot, Bryce.
I agree.
Quick turnover there. Moore gets her hands on it, controlled by Brooke Parker. Moore up to Gracie Patterson. Patterson to the hoop is going to be fouled there on the way to the hoop. So great break right there. And Gracie Patterson will get 2 shots at the free throw line. Veronica Moore got her hands on the play down there, tipped it to Brooke Parker, who controlled it, started the fast break. Good run by the Terriers.
Yeah, and I feel like it's always good to have somebody either at or farther than half, just in case you get that steal. You always You always have someone to pass to just in case.
Absolutely. First shot's up and good for Gracie Patterson. So 4-2 in favor of the Terriers. 6.5 to go here in the first quarter. Second one's up, and that's also good. So Patterson 2 for 2 from the line. We saw some really good free throw shooting in their comeback on Friday night. I think Avery Maxfield hit all of her shots, and Gracie Patterson hit a bunch of free throws. So it's nice to see the basics of basketball being done at the high school level. You know, hitting those free throws, making layups. Those are good fundamentals to have. Looks like we're going to have Bella St. Pierre step out of bounds for Mill River there on the far side from us, Bryce. Sometimes it's hard to see what's going on over there.
Yeah, it's always the line.
And we've got Avery Maxfield receives a screen from Veronica Moore. Moore picks up the ball here at the top of the key, tries to get downhill, swings it to Halleck. Halleck back to Moore. Moore sets up the offense, gets it to Maxfield at the top of the key. Good screen by Brooke Parker, frees up Maxfield. Nice little give and go. Parker off the top, back of the rim. No good. Rebound controlled by number 15. That's Chloe Kennedy of Mill River. She gets it up ahead to Bella St. Pierre. St. Pierre covered tenaciously by Veronica Moore. They're going to call it a jump ball. Good hustle by Veronica Moore to get back and stop that break right there, Bryce.
Yeah, and she got a hand on the ball, so they couldn't shoot it.
But we're certainly seeing some really quick. They're really quick out of the Terriers tonight. They're very, very fast in what they're doing. They're certainly very confident as they come out here tonight.
Yeah, and like I'm saying, it's never good to lose, but it's always a learning experience.
Yeah, that was a good comeback win. So even though they did lose on Friday night, there's a lot of team building that come out of something like that. Gracie Patterson with a good pump fake, resets for 3. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound controlled underneath by Olivia Halleck. Great rebound underneath on that offensive glass by Halleck. Then you've got Maxfield swinging it over to Parker. Parker with about a 10-foot baseline jumper, no good. Controlled by number 10 of Mill River, Grace St. Pierre. Who gets it out to Bella St. Pierre at the top of the key. Over to Chloe Kennedy on the wing. Back out top to Stella McGlure. We'll go over here to St. Pierre. St. Pierre for 3. That 3 ball makes it 5-5 with just under 5 minutes to go here. Terriers and Mill River all knotted up. Avery Maxfield trying to get downhill. No good off the glass. Rebound controlled by number 25, Michaela Masil of Mill River. It's going to be a tied ball underneath, and it's going to be Mill River this time.
Yeah, what my football coach told me is every time it's tied, it's always 0-0.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a new game every time. You know, right now, it's nice. You don't want to fall too far behind in one way or the other, so it's good to have a good game here. Fired up by number 10 of Mill River. That's Grace St. Pierre hitting for 3. So Mill River certainly not shy when it comes to shooting the 3 ball. Up 8-5 here with 4.5 to go. We got Gracie Patterson bringing it up. Avery Maxfield quick on the 3 ball, no good. Rebounds loose, controlled by Mill River. That's number 15. That's Chloe Kennedy of Mill River coming up with the rebound. Bella St. Pierre brings it up into the front court. Covered by Veronica Moore. Veronica Moore, they're going to get her on the sideline over there again. Now, I remember when I played here, this gym was always weird to play in when you weren't the home team because the lines were weird, the shooting was weird, and I feel like they might be running into a little bit of that, Bryce.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never played in this gym. I'll play in it next year.
There you go. So we got Avery Maxfield getting downhill. Throws up the 2, no good, but she's going to draw the foul and go to the free throw line. She was very good from the free throw line the other night. I want to say she was 9 out of 9 or something like that on her way to 19 points.
She made I want to say all of them, to be
honest.
honest.
I think she did. I think she was 9 for 9.
You get a lot of free throw shooters on this team.
Yeah, it's been very good. Very nice to see the fundamentals. So Maxfield's first one's up, and that one's no good. So we must have jinxed her a little bit there, the old announcer jinx. Looks like number 22 for Mill River, Regan Perrin's going to check in, as well as number 23, Lillian Lethbridge. Replacing number 10, Grace St. Pierre, and number 15, Chloe Kennedy. So Perrin is an 8th grader on the Mill River varsity basketball team here this year. Maxfield's second one up. And that second one is good. So the Terriers crawl back into it now. 8-6 with 3:52 to go here in the first quarter. Bella St. Pierre brings it up for Mill River. Receives a screen from Perrin at the top of the key. Veronica Moore trying to create all sorts of havoc. And there's Gracie Patterson. Couldn't control the ball after getting her hands on it. Almost got the steal there, Bryce.
Yeah, and I feel like what their thing is if I steal and it goes out of bounds, I still stole it, and they still have to check it back in.
They do have to check it. You're absolutely correct.
Still stops.
Almost got it right there. And there's another hand on the ball, and that's actually going to be Terrier's ball. Great job by Gracie Patterson right there.
Yeah, it still stops the clock. It still gives them time to reset.
Absolutely. So Patterson with great hands right there, Bryce, to get the ball back for the Terriers.
You know, number 25 just wasn't looking, and Gracie took advantage of that.
Absolutely, there's Avery Maxfield going to be called for the travel there as she kind of bumped into her own teammate there. I'm looking for a big word there, and I don't have it. But there was a lot of congestion. That's the word I'm looking for. A lot of congestion in the paint there. So looked like she went to go make a move, and then there was a body in her way when she didn't quite realize it. So sometimes that happens. It looks like Veronica Moore's picking up at half court now, Bryce. We saw this the other night. That's a big screen out there. Ball gets into Brooke Parker. Veronica Moore and Gracie Patterson creating havoc again, Bryce.
Yeah, and I noticed when Veronica got that screen, she didn't really try to get off of it.
And that's a great play. Veronica Moore to Avery Maxfield for 2. Tie game. So a lot of what we were seeing on Friday night again, Bryce. We're seeing the defense here, trying to start the offense, and then, Veronica Moore and Avery Maxfield, Gracie Patterson kind of making it happen out there. That's good. They're going to get Gracie Patterson on the way by there for the foul. That'll be Gracie's first foul on Gracie Patterson. First on the Terriers here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm surprised Veronica Moore hasn't fouled yet.
No, she's done. She's been pretty effective out there, actually. There's a couple rebounds there by Michaela, but can't finish. Avery Maxfield with a quick lead pass out to Gracie Patterson. Patterson controls it, waits for her teammates here on the break, gets it back to Maxfield. Maxfield's left alone out there, gives it up to Brooke Parker. Brooke Parker swings back to Patterson. Patterson for 3 from the corner, no good. Rebounds tipped around and controlled by 22 Perrin of Mill River. Leads the break, but there's Gracie Patterson again. Boy, Patterson and Maxfield get their hands on a lot of balls there. A lot of balls in the passing lanes, Bryce.
Yeah, and some people will say the smaller the better because you have more maneuverability.
Maxfield up and is going to draw the foul again. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Mill River here as we approach the end of the 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 8-8. Looks like Chloe Kennedy is going to check back in for Mill River. Do you see the number down there, Bryce? I'm just checking it for the Terriers.
I'm pretty sure it's...
It's Elise Thurber.
Yeah.
Elise Thurber checking in for Brooke Parker here. So we'll see Elise Thurber for the first time in the ball game. First sub for the Terriers. And we'll see Bella St. Pierre get her first break for the Mill River Minutemen. Avery Maxfield's first shot. Nope, no good. She missed on both of them, so still tied at 8 here. And rebounds tipped around. Lost touch by Bellas Falls. Going to be Mill River ball. It's a good game so far here, Bryce. 8-8 to start the game on this, near Christmas time here in Bellas Falls. Mill River swings the ball over here to Perrin. Perrin picked up double teamed by Patterson and Moore. Moore gets her hands on another one, but Michaela catches that pass inside, and here's Avery Maxfield with yet another rebound, Bryce. We keep saying her name all over the place. Avery's just everywhere yet again. Looks like Veronica Moore is going to save that ball after it gets tipped around. She swings it over here to Olivia Halleck. Halleck gives it back to Maxfield. Maxfield into Thurber. Thurber's going to be bumped, but it's going to be on the floor foul, so no 2 free throws there. 4 foul on Mill River here in the first quarter, so 1 more will be 2 free throws every time.
Yeah, well, like you're saying, isn't this our last basketball game before Christmas that we're calling?
I think it is.
Because the boys don't play until...
The boys are on the road tonight in Windsor. And then, I don't think they play again until the 27th or something like that after that. Terriers get the ball in, but it's going to go back court. Okay. Patterson at the top of the key, swings it over to Moore. Moore back to Maxfield. Maxfield at the top of the key. Has Chloe Kennedy defending her. Looks to take her with that left hand to get downhill. She gets to the hoop but has it knocked away, so Avery's getting to the hoop quite well tonight. She's just not finishing as well as she did the other day.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, it's always Terriers' ball.
Yep. Terriers doing a good job controlling the possession, just like you pointed out, Bryce. They've controlled possession most of this first quarter here.
They know if someone pushes out, don't touch it, let it go out.
They need, like we were talking about in the pregame here, finishing around the basket could make a huge difference for them. They've had a couple of good looks that they just haven't been able to capitalize on underneath. Playing good offense though, swinging the ball around, staying patient, looking for that right shot. You know, they're certainly not forcing anything. Got a minute to go here, 8-8. Veronica Moore at the top of the key. Olivia Halleck controls the pass over there, gets it back to Thurber. Thurber gets back to Moore. All the way over here in the corner to Avery Maxfield. Maxfield swings it back to Patterson. Down to 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Patterson gets to the hoop, no good. It's going to be last touched by Mill River, and it's going to be Bellows Falls ball. That's going to be Bellows Falls ball with 40 seconds to go. So they're keeping the pressure on. They haven't got a whole lot of shots up lately, Bryce, but they are moving the ball around well, but they got to look to attack the rim.
I feel like another issue the Terriers are having is they're just not passing quick enough to create that pressure.
Oh, that's a great look by Moore right there, just as you speak of it, but they got to finish that hoop right there. That's a great pass. Olivia Halleck with a great look at it, just couldn't quite knock it down.
I don't know.
Good look to Thurber. Thurber for three, no good.
I don't know who stole it, but that was a good steal.
I think it was Moore. Oh, she almost got that one, but she's going to get called for her first foul of the game. So Veronica Moore picks up her first foul, second on the Terriers. 23 seconds to go here, still 8-8. So pretty good action back and forth, Bryce. Some of those things we talked about pregame are really still showing up a little bit. The Terriers have given up a couple extra chances underneath, and they got to finish around the hoop. There's a three ball by number 10, Gracie St. Pierre, her second three-pointer of the first quarter. 11-8 in favor of Mill River. Maxfield gets downhill real quick, doesn't finish, but gets her own rebound, and we'll go back to the free throw line.
What is this, her?
This will be her fifth and sixth chances at the free throw line. An update on the boys' game up in Windsor. They're down 22-18 after the first quarter. Colby Levesque and Jaden Bazin are playing well for the Terriers.
As they always do. They always play well.
Yeah, Jaden and Colby have been very good. Our close friend Nate Haskell is at the game watching Morgan, so he's sending me some updates as we go throughout this one here, and see how they do. So 1 or 2 at the line there for the Terriers. Cuts the lead to 11-9. The half-court shot doesn't go today like it did last week. So pretty exciting. That was pretty exciting first half last week. Ender there to give them a 17-point lead. So there we go, 11-9 to end the first quarter here. 11 points for Mill River on 3 three-pointers. So it was definitely raining threes for Mill River there in the first quarter. They are not shy whatsoever and hitting the threes. The rebounding was pretty even, I think, in that first quarter, Bryce. I think both teams did a pretty good job, but did get some second opportunities here and there. I think for Bellows Falls, the big thing is they got to get a few more steals, get on that pressure a little bit more.
Yeah, they're doing really good with that, Joe, as you just saw.
It leads to their offense a little bit more when they get those transition baskets. So the more often they can do that, the better. And I think they're starting to get a few more tips, a few more hands on that ball.
Yeah, and I just listened to Coach Peacock, and he said we need to work on our offense. They're doing pretty well. I think he's just saying you guys need to shoot more.
Yeah, I think
they've just been passing a lot.
They seemed a little timid to me in that first quarter because it seemed like they were very content to just kind of pass the ball around the perimeter and not necessarily attack. And so I think he's correct there. We saw one of the keys to the comeback was Veronica Moore getting to the basket a lot in that second half of the last game. We didn't really see her try to attack here in the first quarter. She pretty much played the passer's role from out here on the perimeter. So we're curious to see what changes might come here as the Terriers go. So we're going to see the Terriers start out here in the second quarter with Gracie Patterson and Avery Maxfield, Veronica Moore, Brooke Parker, and Elise Thurber. It's Gracie Patterson over in the corner to Veronica Moore. Back over there, it's Avery Maxfield. Looks at it real quick, but thinks twice of it. Back to Maxfield. They are quickly jumping on Maxfield. They're not giving her a lot of room to shoot the ball over there.
Yeah, because doesn't she scored all the points in this game so far?
Almost all of them. There's 3 more for Avery. Let's see, we had 2 out of Gracie Patterson in the first quarter, but all the rest of the points were out of Avery, and that's her second three-pointer of the game. Gives the Terriers their first lead of the game at 12-11 here. And that's going to be a trip on Gracie Patterson. A little incidental, but the feet did get tangled up, so Zero picks up her second foul. Only Terrier in foul trouble at all with 2. First foul on the Terriers here in the second quarter. So for Mill River, we've got 15 Chloe Kennedy out there, number 10 Grace St. Pierre, 23 Lillian Wethbridge, number 5 Stella McGlure, and number 22 Regan Perrin on the court. Moore gets her hands on the ball. Gracie Patterson manages to save it. Can Gracie win the race to the basket? She does for 2 more. That's what we were just talking about right there, Bryce. 14-11 in favor of the Terriers here. Gracie Patterson and Avery Maxfield, Veronica Moore making things happen with that defense, turning it to offense. And there's quick 2 comeback by Stella McGlure.
Yeah, and then on that last one where Gracie just scored, I don't think Mill River knew what was happening. I don't think none of them knew where the ball was.
You're absolutely right. She stole it and managed to save it from going out of bounds, and then took off and was up with the left hand just like you're taught. It was a beautiful thing to see. Moore out here about 25 feet away from the basket. Thurber in the corner. Here's Maxfield at the top of the key. Great look into Brooke Parker. Brooke gives it back out to Moore. Moore for 3. Oh, around the rim and no good. They're being a little more decisive out there in the second quarter with the shot selection.
And so far it's been working for him.
Absolutely. That one almost went down for Moore. Thurber gets her hands on it, comes away with it. Great steal by Elise Thurber. Thurber leading the break up here to the left side. Gets it back to Maxfield. Maxfield at the top of the key. Swings it to Patterson. Patterson for 3 from the corner. That's going to go around the end and in. Quick 5 points for Gracie Patterson here in the second quarter. Quick 4-point lead now for the Terriers, 17-13. It was 11-9 after the first quarter, so that's an 8-2 run for the Terriers to start the second quarter, just 2 minutes into the game. That's a really fast 8-point run for the Terriers.
Yeah, and it's Terriers ball right now.
That's what we were talking about before the start of this quarter, though. They needed to use that defense to create some energy and then finish those easy baskets around the hoop. So if they can continue this game is really right there for them to kind of take it away with.
Yeah, and I feel it's almost like easy for them.
And I would say that the message Coach Pescott delivered about being a little more decisive on offense has certainly showed up here in the second quarter. They are being very decisive. The passes are a little more crisp. The action away from the ball is quick and decisive, and the shots are flying. And this is what you like to see. Ball's knocked away in the backcourt by Veronica Moore. Veronica Moore's being an absolute pest back there. And she's gonna create the travel there by Gracie St. Pierre. Like, Veronica is just everywhere out there. She's so fast that she's closing these gaps on these long lead passes so quickly that.
Same thing with Gracie. I feel if you give her a 2 foot gap in between her and a defender, it's gonna turn into a 10-foot gap.
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite impressive to see the athleticism that the Terriers are putting on display. We're gonna have a moving pick on Brooke Parker there, so that's her first foul. Second on the Terriers team.
It's okay. It's not really anything. I mean, it's something. They don't get the ball, but it's not really.
Yeah, it's just a personal foul on Brooke Parker, her first. As long as she stays out of foul trouble, just continue playing good defense and everything else. Michaela Marcel checks back in for the Mill River.
And she's not usually one to foul.
Nope. Here's Michaela coming back in. Great pass underneath. Not controlled. Grace St. Pierre tries to save it, but saves it right to Elise Thurber of the Terriers, who gets back to Maxfield. Maxfield's going to bring it up here. The Terriers looking to take their largest lead of the game here. Good post play into Brooke Parker. Parker throws it up and in. That was a great play right there. They're finding some decisive decision making in that offensive game right now.
Yeah, and I saw Parker look at it, and she saw who was open, and she's like, nah, I better just take it.
Yeah, and it was a great look. And that's another. Elise Thurber is playing a really good game underneath for the Terriers here. It looks like we're going to have a
offensive foul?
Nope, that's going to be a defensive towel on Brooke Parker. Her second now. And it's going to put number 10, Gracie St. Pierre, at the free throw line.
I didn't see what happened, Joe.
Gracie hit two 3-pointers in the first quarter, so she's got 6 points. Now she's got a chance to get 2 free throws here. Try to close this Terriers gap, which is suddenly a 6-point lead. First one's up and no good. And Olivia Halleck's going to check in here for Brooke Parker. Olivia's played a nice game so far as well underneath. A couple nice offensive rebounds, played great on the defensive end. Like I said, I've seen some of the highlights this year at Mill River, and Michaela has been quite good for them underneath the hoop, and they've done a nice job controlling her down low tonight. So it's been good effort by Olivia and Brooke. So we get the give and go here again. Pass not quite controlled by Veronica. Veronica's still down there defensively. Now we've got Gracie Patterson and Veronica Moore. What a trap tandem they create out there. The defense is just wild to watch.
I thought they were
the two
almost
of them.
just gonna foul Gracie.
Yep, well, she got her hand on it pretty quickly. Their hands are so quick to knock the ball away. It's really impressive. St. Pierre to St. Pierre over here. Back to St. Pierre. And to swing that over to number 5, that's Stella McGlure. Back to St. Pierre. Over here to Grace St. Pierre. That's Perrin in the corner. Perrin takes it to the hoop amongst a trio of Terriers. Manages to kick it back out to McGlure. McGlure no good for 3. Rebound controlled by Veronica Moore. Maxfield running the court. Had Patterson, but Patterson thought better of the pass. Kept it herself. It goes up for 2 more.
Yeah, and I noticed the pressure is just pressure.
Absolutely. Avery Maxfield with 2 more there. Gets her up to 4, 6, 7, 10, 12 points already for Maxfield. Here's Bella St. Pierre, no good. Maxfield with a 3-pointer. Or Maxfield with the rebound, I'm sorry. Maxfield leads the offense up the court here. Swings it to Olivia. Olivia Halleck with a great look into Elise Thurber. Thurber throws it up off the glass, no good. Great pass there by Olivia Halleck to set her teammate up with a great position for that shot. Three ball by Grace St. Pierre, her 3rd 3-pointer of the game. So she's got 10 points for Mill River as she cuts the lead to 21-17. Gracie Patterson takes it in for the Terriers. We're going to have a walk on that. So she tried for the Euro step, but got called for the travel. You're going to see Chloe Kennedy check back in for Mill River, replacing Perrin, Reagan Perrin. 2 minutes, 51 seconds to go here. 21-17 is their score. And what's been a really good first half here, Bryce. So Michaela kicks it out to Grace. Grace is someone they got to stay out on as she's got 3 3-pointers here. They get it into McGlure. McGlure, it's tipped around, controlled by Maxfield. Here's Veronica Moore with a good push out to Grace Patterson. Patterson up with the left hand, no good. Rebound controlled underneath by McGlure of Mill River. Out to Bella St. Pierre. St. Pierre looking to push the offense here. They swing it into Michaela. Michaela from the free throw line, that's good. So she's got 4 points, cuts the lead 21-19. Very entertaining game so far here, Bryce.
It is. It's just a whole bunch of back and forth.
Maxfield up, no good. Gets her own rebound, goes up again, and it's going to be fouled. Avery Maxfield will not be denied this time, Bryce. First foul in this quarter for the Mill River Minutemen. Avery Maxfield go to the line. She got 12 points here in the first quarter, or first half, I'm sorry. First one's up, no good there. So not quite as effective from the free throw line here tonight as she was the last night against Thetford. She left a few points out there tonight, so you know that with the jump shot she has, you know that's eating her a little bit. That one's good there. So Avery's up to 13 points, extends the lead to 22-19 with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, or first half. Bella St. Pierre for Mill River. Oh, good hands again. There's Veronica Moore tipping it away, but she tips it out of bounds. It's going to be Mill River ball. They're all over the place out here, Bryce.
Yeah, and I get back with the free throw thing. I noticed some people miss it just like it too.
Yep. Mill River controls the ball out here. St. Pierre to St. Pierre. Here's Kennedy in the corner. Back out to Bella St. Pierre is covered by Veronica Moore. But Veronica Moore, Gracie Patterson, and Avery Maxfield, I believe have played the entire first half to this point. Gracie Patterson goes up with the left hand again, is fouled, and we'll go back to the free throw line. Gracie has 7 points here in the first half. Actually, Brooke Parker has 2 points. Every other point has been scored by Gracie and Avery so far in this one.
Yeah, they're on fire tonight.
They are very active. Gracie Patterson's first one's up, and she's good for that one. So she's 3 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Up to 8 points for Gracie. Gracie averages 5 points a game for the season. Second one's good.
I was going to say she's 4 for 4, but I didn't want to jinx it.
Yep, she is 4 for 4. She's up to 8 points now. She's up to 9 points. I'm sorry about that. Oh, Veronica Moore with yet another steal out here. Gracie Patterson controls it out to Avery. Avery Maxfield goes up with her left hand, can't finish, gets her own rebound. Tries to kick it back to Gracie. Gracie can't control it. Chloe Kennedy is going to run out for, oh no, it's McGlure, I'm sorry. Stella McGlure gets 2 for Mill River. 24-21 in favor of the Terriers. Avery Maxfield brings it back up the court. Yeah, Maxfield, Patterson, Moore have been going this whole game out here for the Terriers. Patterson's going to have that one knocked away, so it's going to be Terriers ball underneath with a minute to go. Brooke Parker is going to check back in. Replace Elise Thurber, who's played a... Elise Thurber did a really nice job out there. So Veronica Moore's coming in. Oh, that's a great look to Olivia Halleck. Olivia Halleck finishes it and 1. Great pass by Veronica Moore on the inbounds pass there, Bryce.
Yeah, and just looking at the bench, I wonder if Cadence James and Abby Nystrom are going to get in tonight.
Yeah, you don't know. They haven't taken the warm-ups off yet, so they may not be feeling 100% still. But you never know.
Maybe Coach will put them for like just fourth quarter, just for the heck of it. Who knows?
Olivia misses the free throw, but 26-21 with 56 seconds to go. Chloe Kennedy just inside the three-point line, hits for 2. 26-23 in favor of the Terriers. Very fast-paced game here. Very entertaining game. Avery Maxfield, Gracie Patterson have played a great first half for the Terriers. Defensively, Olivia Halleck and Brooke Parker have done a great job underneath, keeping Mill River in check and keeping them off the offensive glass. Olivia Halleck with a nice-looking 3-ball, no good. Rebound fought for, controlled by Gracie Patterson. 28 seconds to go here in the first half. Maxfield kicks it over to Patterson. Patterson for 3 from the corner, and that's good. Yep, 3-ball for Gracie Patterson. Third. So she's up to 12 points now for the Terriers. 29-23 with 10 seconds to go. Kennedy fires up a shot, no good. It's going to be out of bounds, controlled by, it's going to stay Mill River ball. 7 seconds to go, 29-23.
Joe, I don't know what they can do with 7.1 seconds left on the clock.
They're going to try to shoot this three-pointer from the corner right here. No good, rebounded by Maxfield. Oh, that was a little bit further of a pass. And that had something there. Hey, but you know what, Bryce? 29-23. The Terriers put up 20 points in that second quarter. Gracie Patterson, Avery Maxfield, both with 12 points here in the first quarter. They're playing some inspired basketball.
Yeah, I agree.
What else would you say you've seen out here so far, Bryce?
A lot more on defense and offense, from the first quarter. I noticed they weren't really shooting it. They were just passing, trying to get, I guess you could call it like a free shoot. I don't know.
Yeah, they were working for a shot that was always too good instead of just working for the first shot available or for a good shot or the right shot.
Yeah, now they're doing it, and like you said, they scored 20 points in the second quarter.
Yep, they were a little more aggressive, just like Coach Pescott wanted them to be. So with that, with 29-23, we'll be back to join you in about 10 minutes for the second half as the Bellows Falls Terriers look to move to 3-2 on the season. Thank you.
Bellows Falls, ever glorious. Bellows Falls, to you we sing. Bellows Falls, ever victorious. Your praises ever ring. On the field of conflict, we will fight for the right. We'll be loyal ever to the purple and the white.
This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates. This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates.
Bellows Falls, ever glorious. Bellows Falls, to you we sing. Bellows Falls, ever victorious. Your praises ever ring. On the field of conflict, we will fight for the right. We'll be loyal ever to the purple and the white.
This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates.
Bellows Falls, ever glorious. Bellows Falls, to you we sing. Bellows Falls, ever victorious. Your praises ever ring. On the field of conflict, we will fight for the right. We'll be loyal ever to the purple and the white.
This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates.
to the Holland Gymnasium for the second half of Bellows Falls versus Mill River. Bellows Falls sitting with a 29-23 lead here after the first half, paced by 13 points from Avery Maxfield and 12 points from Gracie Patterson. So 2 sophomores leading the way for the Terriers. And for Mill River, 10 points from Grace St. Pierre has paced them. It's been a back and forth, really close game here, Bryce. It's been a fun, entertaining game.
Yeah, until the third quarter, everything was really close, and then the Terriers just got all those steals, and they just went to town.
Yeah, I would expect kind of that same energy coming out here for the second half that we saw to start the second half last game, especially coming off that second quarter that we just saw. So the decisive offense that they were running defensively, Veronica Moore, Gracie Patterson, and Avery Maxfield had their hands on so many passes. And you got to give a lot of credit to what Olivia Halleck and Brooke Parker have been able to do underneath. They don't have a lot of points on the book here, but they've had a lot of great rebounds. They've made a lot of great passes, and they've played terrific defense down low as they've held Michaela Massel to 4 points. And from what I've seen in some of the highlights, she's been very good scoring for Mill River this year.
Yeah, like you were saying, I don't think Veronica's shooting that very much because she doesn't want to pick up those 5 fouls like she did last game.
Yeah, she's played a very subdued offensive game today, very controlled, but she's made great passes. Her inbound passes, she's set up 2 or 3 teammates on inbounds passes, and she's got her hands on a lot of steals. So the Terriers are going to come out here with their starting lineup from tonight. It's going to be Veronica Moore and Gracie Patterson up top, with Avery Maxfield, Olivia Hollick, and Brooke Parker down low for them. It's going to be Bella St. Pierre and Grace St. Pierre from Mill River, with Chloe Kennedy, Stella McGlure, and Michaela Micel for Mill River. And the referees have found the basketball, which was missing apparently. You never know what happens to those basketballs at halftime.
No, it was Veronica's nose piercing.
Oh, okay.
She had to take it out.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right, so after that, we're going to start the second half here, 29-23. St. Pierre to St. Pierre. Inside to Micel. Micel's bumped by Parker. We're going to have a travel call there. Looks like it was a no contact there, so just kind of let the play happen and travel because they went to the floor. So 29-23 here. Avery Maxfield looks to get the Terriers started on the offensive side, brings it up the court. Good screen by Veronica Moore, back to the top of the key to Moore. Moore with a great look to Halleck, back to Patterson. Boy, they're snapping the ball around pretty good on those passes now, aren't they, Bryce? Oh, that one got away a little bit. Halleck almost saved it. But their passes, they're making some sharp passes right now. They're not really floating anything. They're decisive. It's a good watch right now.
Yeah, and I feel like one of the reasons, other than the loss of a couple players.
3 ball by number 5, Stella McGlure.
The loss of players last game was they kept throwing it over their heads and it just kept getting air under it, and there was just enough time for them to react and get that.
So 29-26 with 7 minutes to go here. Maxfield and the Terriers looking to get something going on the offensive side. Parker's shot's no good from the foul line. Controlled by Grace St. Pierre of Mill River. Mill River looks to close the gap a little bit again, 29-26. Pass down to McGlure. McGlure controls the ball, brings it to the top of the key, back out to St. Pierre. Ball's lost. Picked up by Veronica Moore. Veronica Moore looks to swing it out to Patterson. Patterson makes a great catch on that ball.
Yeah, I feel like Veronica just blind swung that and just hoped she was right there.
She knew she had her, but she couldn't get enough on it to make it really be much of anything there. Veronica Moore passes over to Halleck. Halleck back to Patterson. Patterson loses control, gets a little too deep. Pass is stolen by Mill River. Gracie Patterson comes up with a steal for the Terriers, gets it off to Avery Maxfield. Maxfield gets to the hoop, loses the ball. It's going to be off her hands, last controlled by the Terriers' Mill River ball. So a little sloppiness so far for Bellows Falls, almost reminiscent of that first quarter a little bit here.
Yeah, but I feel like they're getting better and better every time.
I think right now, and Coach Pescott, I think, felt it might have been a little sloppy too, as he takes a 30-second timeout here to kind of stretch it
Looks
out.
like
And we're going to
in.
see Abby Nystrom come into the game for the first time here tonight. So Abby, the Terriers' leading scorer at 13.5 points a game, also averages 7 rebounds a game. So this is this could be a big shot of energy for the Terriers.
Yeah,
right
maybe
here.
we'll see Cadence James check in too at some point.
So we'll see who she's checking in for. I'm not sure at this point. I can't tell, but
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it's
It might be Olivia. Yeah, it might have been checked in for Olivia. It does look like that because this looks like it's going to be Veronica Moore, Avery Maxfield, Brooke Parker, Abby Nystrom, and Gracie Patterson. So the Terriers up 29-26 here. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Abby Nystrom back in, so we'll see what kind of energy she can provide. If she indeed has been sick the last few days, sometimes those illnesses can take a lot of your energy out. So we'll see what we have. Looks like we're gonna have full court pressure here by the Terriers as they try to create a little more havoc. And Abby Nystrom immediately comes up with a steal for the Terriers.
That's wild, Joe. First 3 seconds and she's already got a steal.
Absolutely. Over to Gracie Patterson, back Nystrom wide open in the corner for 3. No good, gets her own rebound. She's gonna finish that one for 2.
And she was wide open for that 3, and she was wide open to get the rebound. She was wide open to make that layup.
31-26, and Abby Nystrom makes an immediate impact for this Terriers team. Comes in, gets a steal, a rebound, and a basket. Like exactly what you needed. A little shot of energy there in what was a lethargic little start to the second half. But I think they're going to get Abby on a foul there down low. She's going to pick up her first. But yeah, they were a little lethargic there, so coach called the timeout. Got Abby in there, got a little shot of energy, and here we go.
Yeah, I feel like Coach Peacock feels really good about himself for putting Abby in there, not just because she hasn't played in a game and a half, just because it's what the team needs right now.
Yep, it was full energy. First free throw by McGlure is up and no good.
I feel like almost last year was Laura and Abby, but now Laura's gone, so it's just Abby.
Yep, but she's had the 2 sophomores stepping up pretty good for her. McGlure misses the second one. Gracie Patterson with yet another rebound for the Terriers. Gracie Patterson's all alone here in the corner. Swings it over to Maxfield. Maxfield looks at the 3, but thinks twice about it. Now she's backing down. Takes a step back 2. That's no good off the back of the rim. Rebounds controlled by Micelle of Mill River. Gets it out here to McGlure. McGlure's got more full court, picking her up. Gets it up to Bella St. Pierre. St. Pierre with a quick 3. It's blocked by Abby Nystrom. Gracie Patterson picks up the loose ball. Gets it up here to Veronica Moore. A lot of speed on the court right now for the Terriers, Bryce. Avery Maxfield, no good off the backboard. Rebound's not good, and it's going to be Mill River ball. A lot of energy, a lot of speed right now for the Terriers, Bryce.
Yeah, what I'm noticing right now is Abby's getting open. I don't think they're just not passing to her.
Yeah, the ball will find her. Don't worry.
Yeah, and they're doing pretty good, but yeah. Yeah, I noticed also they're doing full
court press. Absolutely, Bryce.
But before they were doing full court, but it wasn't like this.
Yeah, no, this is double team, full court, like trapping. This is full court chaos. They're trying to create chaos out there, and that was something we didn't even see on last Friday night. So that's certainly something that they're able to do.
Yeah, like I said, they were running full court earlier, but they were not running full court.
Yeah. So that was great.
Now they can barely get the ball in bounds.
Yeah, no, that was
before he's swarmed by 3 of them.
That was a tremendous. I mean, that they're so quick to the ball there. That was pretty wild to see. So that's a great press they implemented there. Full court, man-to-man, full court press. See how long they can stick with it, because it does take a lot of energy out of it. But sometimes you can get a quick burst and get a few points out of that and take a nice lead. So we'll see what the Terriers come out with here. And we'll see, Abby Nystrom, having been sick and stuff, we'll see how long she can go. But right now, she looks good to go. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I feel like Coach is not, it's not like he wants her to go out, but he's ready to sub her in just in case.
So 31-26 with just under 5 minutes to go. St. Pierre's got the ball for Mill River, bringing it up. Veronica Moore picks her up about the foul line extended there, and she's going to pick up her second foul on a little reach there. It's Veronica with 2 fouls. But they are certainly looking to extend this full court pressure still.
Looks like they're backing off a little bit now.
St. Pierre's got the ball, trying to get past Moore. Moore is not easy to get past as she's so quick. And she forces the ball to be dribbled out of bounds. So Veronica Moore absolutely not giving an inch there, playing solid defense.
Looks like the Mill River coach is getting a little
frustrated at maybe the physicality of the defense, but it was clean defense. It was just right in your face and, a lot of energy. Nystrom gets the ball over here, looking to make something happen. She gets the ball at the top of the key, swings it over Veronica. Veronica back to Avery. Avery to Abby. Abby fires up the deep 3. off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Avery Maxfield. Avery Maxfield of the offensive glass goes up and in, no good off the glass. Gets her own board again, no good. Controlled by Michaela. And we're going to have a travel by Mill Rivers, Michaela Marcel. So great. I mean, you're seeing the energy here, but they got to finish a few shots. Like that second quarter, they were great at finishing baskets. Right now, they've missed a few good ones. Great pass by Veronica Moore into Abby Nystrom. That's the third or fourth pass I've seen Veronica Moore make on an inbound pass that's led to an easy basket for this Terriers team.
I understand Mill Rivers coach's frustration, because in any sport, there's always those loopholes that they can get away with before they're called a foul.
And I mean, in this case, you can be frustrated all you want, but Veronica Moore is fast.
Exactly.
She's going to beat just about anyone to any spot she wants to.
Exactly. And
she's a superior athlete out there.
Like I said on Friday night,
team.
she's not afraid to get fouled.
No. And so she is going to beat you to the spot. It's just what's going to happen.
If it's worth a good cause, she'll get fouled for whatever.
Looks like we're going to have a foul down here on the press by the Terriers. It's number 1, Avery Maxfield, picking up her first. Second on the Terriers team. 33-26 with 3.5 to go here. So Terriers have managed to extend the lead a little bit in this third quarter as Chloe Kennedy's breaking to the basket for Mill Rivers, picks up her dribble, gets it back to Grace St. Pierre. Grace St. Pierre, who had 10 in the first half, has been scoreless here in the second half. They get it inside to Michaela. Michaela no good off the glass. Abby Nystrom picks it up. Nystrom's running the floor hard, looking for her teammates. She had Gracie Patterson, but couldn't find a lane to get her the ball. Swings it hard over to Avery. Avery over to Gracie on the extra pass. 3-ball by Gracie Patterson. Great offense right there by the Terriers, Bryce. Great offense.
Yeah, both these teams are not afraid to shoot threes, and so far it's kind of been working for them.
And what a great job to make the extra pass. They could have fired up the second after the second pass there, but they made the one more to the corner to Gracie, and she was just wide open. Here's that trap again. Brooke Parker gets her hand on it and knocks it away. So the full court havoc, as I'm going to call it, is absolutely working for them right now.
Yeah, I noticed they've been kind of laying off on the full court, full court pressure.
But they are definitely very aggressive with what they're doing out here, and Abby Nystrom has shot some energy into this group. Veronica Moore and Nystrom on a double team. Nystrom gets her hands on the ball, tips it away a little bit. Going to be controlled by McGlure. McGlure gets it over to Michaela. Michaela's going to be fouled on her way up by Brooke Parker. That's going to be 3 on Brooke Parker, and Michaela's going to go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. So that's 3 on Brooke Parker. Looks like Olivia Halleck's going to check back in for the Terriers.
Wonder who she's subbing out. Probably Brooke.
That would be Brooke, yeah. Brooke's got 2 fouls left to go in the game, so.
And I bet Coach wants her for the fourth quarter.
Michaela misses that one. Brooks played a great game out there. Did a great job on defense. Made a basket today. Had a couple of blocks out there, and a great job defensive rebounding for this Terriers team. On top of being the goalkeeper on the state champion field hockey team this year. And the second one's no good by Michaela. So it's going to remain 36-26 with 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go here in the third quarter at Holland Gymnasium.
Joe, I don't know, but got this feeling that someone's about to make a 3.
It does. It feels like they could hit that big kind of, they call it the dagger, where it just kind of makes it feel like the game's a little out of reach. And it does feel like they're at that spot where something like that could happen. You're absolutely right, Bryce. Halleck's due. Oh, what a shot. Too bad it didn't go down, but every shot she takes looks like it's going to drop for her. Nystrom picks up another rebound. What a little crossover there. Gets the hoop, finds Gracie Patterson. Patterson for 3, another 3-ball. Well, you called it, Bryce. Gracie Patterson with 2 threes here in the second half. She's up to 18 points. Nystrom with another tremendous assist after a rebound. She really is a talented player. And that's St. Pierre firing it up. Going to be controlled by Avery Maxfield on the missed 3. Maxfield's going to bring it up here for the Terriers. 39-26, just under 2 to go here in the third quarter. Ball's loose on the floor, controlled by, it's going to be a loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Terriers ball. Olivia Halleck and Michaela fighting for possession down there. Maintains Terriers ball on the jump. 39-26 with a minute 45 to go. Veronica Moore is going to be taking the ball in again, and she has once just been unbelievable with these inbound passes today. Couldn't find anything there that time, but she gets it into Gracie. Over here to Abby. Abby with a great fake juke back to, she just sells everybody on everything. Maxfield for 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Michaela. Minute 31 to go here, 39-26. Mill River's got the ball. Bella St. Pierre. Ball's tipped by Veronica. Veronica Moore chases it down again.
Joe, in a good way, but you got to tell Abby this is the wrong sport for jukes and cuts.
She's doing a good job out there, though. Holy cow. Veronica Moore again gets her hands on the ball. Wow. Veronica Moore's everywhere out there, Bryce.
So is Abby right now.
Yeah, Abby has definitely been everywhere. It's a very good lineup they've got out there. Olivia Halleck's got Michaela. Oh, God, that looked like a really good block by Olivia Halleck there. I don't know about that one. That looked good to me. So Olivia Halleck is called for the foul, but that looked like a pretty good block to me. So Michaela will go back to the free throw line.
Same thing when Brooke Parker just put up her third foul.
Yeah, Olivia's got one. Michaela misses that one. So she struggled a little bit from the free throw line here in the third quarter. Minute 13 to go. 13-point lead for the Terriers. Foul trouble for the Terriers. Brooke Parker's got 3. And Gracie Patterson's got 2. Veronica's got 2. Michaela hits that one, so she's 1 out of 2 on that trip. Up to 5 points for her. Cuts the lead to 12, 39-27. Minute to go here in the third quarter. Veronica Moore's got the ball at the top of the key over to Avery. It's a different offense when they've got Abby Nystrom out there running, helping the team. That was a great little put up by Patterson, but didn't quite drop for her. Great finish. Oh, ball's going to be lost out of bounds. Couldn't be controlled by Stella McGlure, so Terriers ball. Just under a minute to go here, 12 seconds to go. Terriers are starting to pull away a little bit, Bryce.
Yeah, like you were saying, I feel like it's almost that time where it's just the game seems unwinnable at this point for Mill River.
Mill River's going to need to come up with a big change momentum to feel like they're going to have a shot here. Gracie Patterson making Avery Maxfield gets into the corner. Maxfield trying to get to the hoop. She's going to be fouled on the floor. First foul on Mill River here in the third quarter, so no free throw shots. Just be ball underneath for the Terriers. It'll be Veronica Moore again taking the ball out for the Terriers. She's been tremendous on these inbound plays here today. Got the team. There's another great pass over to Nystrom. Nystrom couldn't get the shot up though. So with 30 seconds to go, Patterson picks up her dribble, gets it back out to Maxfield. Maxfield at the top of the key, picked up way up top there by number 23, Lillian Lethbridge, who will pick up the foul at the three-point line there. Yeah, so they're really not giving Avery Maxfield much room out there for this game.
I feel like at this point, the Terriers are just trying to almost run down the clock. Well, not run down the clock, but
they very well could look for the last shot.
Take their time.
Yep, they could look for that last shot unless something easy comes up, and Avery got right to the hoop. Couple easy ones, but couldn't finish. Gracie Patterson with the rebound gets it over to Veronica. Olivia Halleck, she's due. Oh, what another good-looking shot, but Olivia Halleck just can't get one to go, but every shot she takes just right there.
Yeah, it looks like it's going in every time, Joe.
It really does. It's nice, high-arcing shot with great spin in it. She hasn't had him drop for her tonight, but she is so due.
As you were saying, we were surprised that her younger sister didn't make the varsity team this year.
Yeah, Addie's a very good shooter as well. And that's going to be the second foul on Avery Maxfield here.
That's pretty good for the third quarter.
That's going to send Mill River back to the foul line here. Number 23, Lillian Lethbridge, will go to the free throw line for Mill River. Lillian looking for her first points of the game, as well as to cut the lead here with 7 seconds to go.
I would say it's a low-scoring game, but that's not true. There's just a
first one's good.
There's not a lot of people, at least on BF, who aren't really scoring. It's just
third quarter was a little bit of some missed shots. The second quarter they made a lot of shots. Second quarter, this quarter they missed a few. So hopefully the fourth quarter they'll drop a few more. Brooke Parker with a huge rebound. What an outlet pass out here to Veronica Moore. And Moore's going to get fouled on her way to the hoop. What a pass that was by Brooke Parker.
She might score her first points of the game, Joe, right here, right now.
What a great play by Brooke Parker, though, to grab that rebound and know right where her teammate is and just absolutely chuck it out there.
And didn't I say at the beginning, I said all you need is someone at half or behind half.
Veronica's first one is up and no good. Just like the three-pointer she shot, it went all the way around the rim, came back out. So she's been right on. It just hasn't dropped for her tonight. Second one's no good. Parker fights for the rebound but doesn't get it. Michaela does. And that's going to end the third quarter here, 39-28. So as we take an 11-point lead into the fourth quarter, I'm going to do a little local sports roundup here. So the Bellows Falls boys basketball team sits at 2-2. I don't have another update on how tonight's going, but they lost on Saturday, 62-37 to Winooski. Jaden Bazin and Colton Shanks each had 11 points for the Terriers. The Fall Mountain boys team, coached by Nate Haskell, sits at 3-1 after a big road win last Friday night in Derryfield. Seniors Luke St. Pierre and Zach Hearn led the way for the Wildcats with 21 and 14 points respectively. The Wildcats next played January 6th at Hillsborough Deering. The Fall Mountain girls team, which was the preseason favorite to hang a banner in New Hampshire's Division III, is not disappointed in their 3-0 start. They've averaged 54 points per game while allowing just 21. Senior Sophia Grion has looked like a Player of the Year candidate so far this season. Stephen James placed 8th in the shot put with a throw of 30 feet 11 inches at the indoor track event at UVM held Sunday, the 21st. Lewis Sunflower placed 11th in the shot put with a throw of 29 feet 4 inches, while Haven Hardy placed 10th in the 300-meter run with a time of 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And back on December 13th, Brockton Lovell went 3-0 in the heavyweight division at the St. Johnsbury Varsity Wrestling Tournament, with victories over wrestlers from North Country, Rutland, and Mount Mansfield to win the tournament. Congratulations to all our local athletes.
That makes sense because Brockton Lovell's a big guy. He's one of the stars on the football team right now.
Yeah, he's a very strong guy, and
He's up there with Stevie Joslin.
yeah. So congratulations to Brockton and all the other student athletes that have performed well over the last couple weeks. Looks like everyone's off to a great start here in the winter.
Stephen James also a beast, fullback for the Terriers, which is a hard job.
Absolutely. And so as we got Mill Rivers trying to get back in this game here, couple chances here, 3-pointers, no good, rebounded by Veronica Moore. And she just gets that rebound, she's gone. Like it's crazy how athletic she is. Abby Nystrom gets the ball back into Brooke Parker. Parker up for a 2 from the free throw line, no good. So right now the Terriers could use a basket or two just to kind of extend this lead. They're going to extend the full court pressure.
Yeah, because you never know at a drop of a quarter everything can change.
Absolutely, you don't want to give them a chance to get back in. What hands by Veronica Moore again? Abby Nystrom looks for Veronica. Veronica with a 2, no good. Gets her own rebound. Gets a rebound, passes it out to Nystrom. Nystrom no good. Rebound over controlled by Avery Maxfield. Maxfield up for 2 and good.
That was just a run right there. You only see in like the movies.
That was Avery. So Avery Maxfield now has 15 points as the Terriers extend their lead to 13. Veronica Moore is going to pick up her 3rd foul of the game. So Veronica has played a great game out here. Doesn't have any points to show for it, but she's had a ton of assists, played great defense, ton of rebounds.
Ton of assists, ton of steals.
Ton of rebounds.
Ton of passes.
She's done everything that isn't a score tonight.
Yeah.
And she's done all of it exceptionally well. Another steal there. Great outlet pass. Another pass over here. Extra pass to Nystrom. Nystrom tries to go up with it. Gets it knocked away. They save the ball out to Avery. Avery Maxfield misses the 3. Rebound controlled underneath by Bella St. Pierre. So Mill River's still kind of lingering around here. If they can score a couple of baskets, it would be a whole different story. Looks like Olivia Halleck's going to check back in for the Terriers. Going to give Abby Nystrom a little break here. Great run by Abby Nystrom.
I almost feel bad for Abby because she had a good run, but
what a great amount of energy.
If she's come back from being sick, I feel like it's only for her well-being.
And what a great amount of energy she was able to give for that time out there, and it shot an absolute energy shot into this team.
Yeah, how many points did they score?
Well, she ended
after that touchdown.
After she came in,
after that timeout.
I think they scored all but 2 of their points last quarter, so about 9 points.
Which is pretty good.
Up for 2, no good. Rebounds kicked around. There's Olivia Halleck once again making the tough play underneath, and she's going to win. The tie ball is going to go to the Terriers' possession. Olivia Halleck's done a lot of the dirty work for the Terriers tonight.
Yeah, 90% of the jump balls that I've had tonight have been her.
And she's played tough defense underneath. I really hope she gets another chance to hit a 3-pointer tonight, and it actually drops for her because she's played so hard. She deserves to see one of those long balls drop. Maxfield's 3 is no good. Rebound controlled by Patterson. Patterson trying to get it out of the middle of the paint there, but she does. Out to Avery Maxfield. Maxfield into Halleck. Halleck up and in for 2. That's got to feel good. So Olivia's got 2 more points for 4. Olivia's played so good tonight that, getting a couple baskets has got to be really just a topper. Perrin brings it up for the Minutemen. Gets all the way underneath the hoop, kind of loses the ball, then flings it out. Going to be a lost ball. So Terriers ball. This is kind of that danger zone, Bryce. It's not really a game I feel like Mill River can win anymore, but the Terriers could certainly give them a chance if they play poor basketball from here on out.
Yeah, and I feel like almost this. Well, I wouldn't say the Terriers aren't a good team. That's kind of what happens. They get
That's
up.
a good pass.
They get up and they kind of take it easy, and then next thing you know, they're down by 5.
Maxfield hits another 3. It's another good offensive rebound by Olivia Halleck. She spins it out to Veronica Moore, who swings it over to Maxfield. Maxfield hits another 3, 46-28. It is trouble time if you're Mill River here. And Michaela's going to throw that up, and it's going to be no good off the glass. But she's going to be fouled and go to the line for 2.
Looks like Brooke's getting fouled again. She's at 4.
Yep, so that's 4 fouls on Brooke Parker.
Looks like Coach
With the fourth quarter here, they may just see how long she can go. Terriers up by 18, so they just see how long she can play with that 4 fouls.
Yeah, and I feel like their next sub would have to be Addie, or Veronica might go in for Brooke if she fouls out.
And Thurber comes in for Veronica Moore here. And that shot's no good. Rebounded by Brooke Parker out here to Patterson. Patterson sets up the offense for the Terriers, kicks it back to Maxfield. Maxfield swings it over to Halleck. They jumped out on Halleck, and she finds Gracie Patterson. Patterson throws up a 3, and that's good. So Gracie Patterson with 4 3-balls tonight.
Joe, like we've been saying all night, there's a lot of 3s happening tonight.
And a lot of energy out of this Terriers team. I tell you, they are up and down the court, and ever since that timeout where Coach Pescott kind of told them to play better offense, boy, they've been decisive and quick and efficient on the offensive end. And here's Avery Maxfield. She's yet again had another great game with, looks like 21 points here tonight based on what I have. Gets it into Thurber. Thurber kicks it over to Halleck. Halleck swings it over here to Patterson. Patterson back to Maxfield. Maxfield with a good pump fake. Terriers in no hurry to get a shot up here as they have a big lead.
Like I said before,
Patterson manages to keep it over here.
I think they're just running out the clock at this point.
I think they're certainly going to be happy to control the ball. Avery Maxfield's no good on the shot, but she's going to be fouled. So she'll go to the line for 2.
While still trying to keep control of the ball.
That's right. So 49-28 here with 3:55 to go. Avery Maxfield up there with 21 points. She's 3 for 8 so far from the free throw line tonight, so we'll see how she can do with these 2. First one's up and good. So 4 for 9 on the night from the free throw line from Avery. 22 points. Second one from Maxfield is up and no good. So 50-28 with 22 to go here, or 22-point lead with 3.5 to go. Elise Thurber's in there. Looks like we're going to have a couple substitutions as well for the Terriers. Mill River's number 5, Stella McGlure, fires that one up for 2 and a foul. So she cuts the lead to 50-30 here, 20-point lead. Looks like we're going to see number 4, Reese Haskell, and number 13, Anna Williams, check into the game for the Terriers here. Both making their first appearance as we've got 3.5 to go. McGlure's free throw. Up and good, 50-31 in favor of the Terriers. McGlure has 7 points here tonight for the Minutemen.
I noticed not a lot of scoring happening from the Minutemen in the third and fourth quarter.
No, it's been a quiet second half.
All foul shots, mostly.
Been a very quiet second half for them, for sure. The Terriers' defense has stepped up once again here in the second half, just like they did last Friday night against Thetford. Gracie Patterson tries to get to the hoop. She's going to get in. Throws it up off the glass, no good. Here's Perrin. For Mill River, the 8th grader loses the ball, controls it again, gets it back to Chloe Kennedy. Kennedy tries to get an inbound pass into McGlure. It's going to be fouled by Reese Haskell. Reese is first. 3 minutes to go here in the game. The Terriers are up by 19 as they look like they'll be pretty solidly moving to 3-2 on the season here. And Coach Bagley is going to call a timeout here for Mill River with 3 minutes to go. So here for the Terriers, I've seen 22 points out of Avery Maxfield so far, and Gracie Patterson has chipped in for 18. So those two combining for 40 points of the 50 points for the Terriers tonight has been absolutely crucial.
That's pretty good, and I think 90% of the rest are from Abby.
Well, Abby has 4, Olivia Halleck has 4, and Brooke Parker has 2. So that's the other 10 right there. Is Olivia, Brooke, and
Abby.
Abby, yeah. So it certainly felt like Abby had a whole lot while she was out there, but that was just she brought so much energy and assisted on so many plays and got so many rebounds that it felt like she had 20 points in the short time she was out there.
You know, there's always that dynamic duo in any sport, and I feel like that dynamic duo here is Veronica and Abby.
Yeah. McGlure gets another 2 to cut the lead to 17. So we've got Patterson, out here for the Terriers. Going to the hoop. She gets 2. That gets her up to 20 points. So 2 20-point scorers here for the Terriers. So that's nice.
That's pretty good.
It really is. 2 sophomores stepping up big here for the Terriers to combine for that 42 points. So we've got Mill River with the ball here. Chloe Kennedy picks up her dribble. Swings it out to number 11. That's Lindsey Graham in for the first time tonight. Graham gets it into McGlure. McGlure misses from underneath. Perrin gets the rebound underneath for Mill River. No good. McGlure with another rebound on there. Swings it out to number 11, who dribbles it off her foot. Controlled by Casey Oskarowski. And it's going to be Mill River ball.
That's pretty good right there. If they just keep doing what they're doing, they're basically just going to run down the clock.
Yep. So with 2:07 to go here, Terriers up by 19. It's Reese Thurber, Anna Williams, Reese Haskell, Olivia Halleck, and Gracie Patterson on the court for the Terriers. Chloe Kennedy tries to get the ball in for the Mill River, gets it into McGlure. McGlure fires up 2 more. So McGlure's had a nice fourth quarter here, as she's got 7 points in the fourth quarter to give her 11 for the game. High scorer for Mill River. Here's Gracie Patterson. Gracie Patterson gets to the hoop. Off the rim, no good. There's Elise Thurber, no good, but she's going to be fouled off the offensive rebound, so Elise Thurber will go to the line looking for her first 2 points of the game. 52-35 with 1:50 to go here. I know the Terriers are back in action. I think it's January 2nd. I can't remember who they're playing. I think it's White River Valley, perhaps? Let me see here. I might have a note on my wallet. 1, 2. Let's see. The boys are 12-29 against Mount Anthony, so they might be playing Mount Anthony on 12-29 as well. Not sure. But they're also January 2nd. So Elise Thurber.
Did she make that one?
I did not see if she made that one. And the second one is good.
I assume she did.
53-35,
No,
so we have an
maybe not.
18-point game. I don't think she did. So we've got one. So at least it's 1 out of 2. Here's Chloe Kennedy for the Mill River. She throws it out of bounds, looking for number 4. That's Riley Roundy, who's in the game for the first time here with 1:41 to go. 18-point lead here. Terriers got Elise Thurber out there with Gracie Patterson, Reese Haskell, Anna Williams, and Olivia Halleck. Elise Thurber has got the ball over here. Gracie Patterson at the top of the key. Tries to get it back to Elise. No good. Picked off by Chloe Kennedy. Chloe Kennedy brings it into the front court for Mill River.
You know, I feel at this point, Joe, sure they don't want the ball to get stolen, but it's kind of just like, but it's kind of just like whatever at this point.
Oh, there's a 2-pointer by number 11. Lindsey Graham hits for 2, her first 2 of the game.
It's kind of just, if they steal it and score, it's kind of just, well, it's not whatever, but it's, they're not, they're probably not going to win.
No, at this point, you're just trying to play the game right and play it out hard and finish it out playing the game the right way. You don't want to commit cheap fouls. You don't want to play dirty game. You want to continue playing the game the right way, despite the score. And the first one by Thurber is no good. Basketball can be a very emotional game out there. It's hard a lot of times to control those emotions. We have 53-37 here. Elise Thurber misses the second one. It's a 16-point lead for the Terriers. Number 23, that's Lillian Lethbridge, brings the ball up the court for Mill River. She's picked up by Haskell at about three-quarters court. Swings it over there to number 33. That's Casey Orszowski.
There we go.
Picked off by Gracie Patterson. Patterson up to Thurber. Thurber tries to finish the layup, but she's not going to be able to. It's going to be knocked away by number 15, Chloe Kennedy there. So Chloe Kennedy knocks that one away there with 47 seconds to go. Terriers ball underneath. Anna Williams passing the ball in for the Terriers. And that ball is going to find Elise Thurber. Thurber picks up her dribble over to Patterson. Patterson's got the ball out here. Again, in no hurry. The Terriers don't need to put up a shot if they don't want to. Anna Williams has the ball. Anna fires up for two. No good off the rim. Can't get her own, fighting for her own rebound there. It's going to be a jump ball. Mill River ball with 30 seconds to go. Very aggressive play by Anna Williams there, but couldn't quite finish it off.
Yeah, I feel like almost that wasn't her fault when that was a jump ball. She got that, and the other team just wanted it.
Yep. Good look for her, though. 22 seconds to go here. Kennedy up front. Mill River trying to play this out as the Terriers are, big win for the Terriers after losing a couple in a row, Bryce. Nice rebound here as they get ready to go into Christmas.
Christmas wins.
Absolutely.
And, day after tomorrow's Christmas Eve, take it easy.
Absolutely. But it always feels better to go into that little, your short little break, your vacation, having a win, going home, feels a little better than sitting on, getting on a bus and having to ride home after you lose or something like that.
Yeah.
It's always easier just to get a win before you go home on vacation. So.
I was talking about, luckily we don't play games on Christmas around here.
Yep.
National sports do, but we don't.
They do.
I was actually just talking about national sports who play on Christmas.
Terriers get the ball inside to Elise Thurber. It's going to be a foul by Mill River. And I think that's going to put Thurber back at the free throw line with 7 seconds to go. So she's 1 for 4 from the free throw line here. But the Terriers continue to just try to make plays, doing what you're supposed to do. Thurber's got that one. So she's 2 for 5 now on the night. Extends the lead to 54-37 in favor of the Terriers.
Hopefully she is 3 for 6, dude.
And the second one is up, and it's good. 3 out of 6 for Elise on this game, so 3 points for her.
You got 3 seconds, Joe.
3 seconds to go. Here's the Terriers look to wrap up and and they do. Terriers moved to 3-2 on the young season with a big rebound win here against Mill River, who came in at 2-0. So you got to keep stacking up those W's no matter what you can do. And now you go into Christmas vacation
with a win.
So for
the boys, on the other hand, we don't know yet.
We don't know how the boys have done tonight. They were playing Windsor. It was a close game back and forth. So hopefully we'll hear soon. But for Bryce, I'm Joe. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays to you all, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you again on January 2nd.